All right, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode, man. Exclusive interview today is with Neev. We got bringing him on the show. We talked to him a little bit earlier in the season when he was obviously going through the playoffs. So we're going to get an update on what happened with North Gwinnett in the playoffs, a little bit more about him, and we're going to allow him to break down one of his favorite plays to run and get an inside look at just the mindset and the cerebralness, obviously, of Neev and how he processes and sees the field, man. So without further ado, let's bring him on.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Neev. How's everything going, brother?
It's been going great. We finished the season. We actually made it to the championship. I mean, unfortunately, we lost and didn't get the dub there. But I mean, I'm excited for next season, and I'm really proud of my team how we turned out.
Couple quick questions before we get into it. Just what was some of the biggest lessons you learned this year, and then just walk me through kind of just that playoff run a little bit.
Yeah, so I would say biggest lesson that I learned this year is just to always keep fighting. I mean, just no matter what the outcome is in the game, whether you're down 21-0 at half, 28, like it doesn't matter. Just keep fighting, and because I mean you're gonna take your team where you want to be. And it's all about especially me being a quarterback. It's all about if I'm down, then my team's gonna be down. If I'm up, then my team's gonna stay up. So it's really all about how I feel like I've really progressed as the season has gone on, and as I've gotten older and matured throughout the game.
Sure. And then just walk me real quick through the playoff run.
So playoff run, we played first round. Tequila blew them out. That was easy. Then we had next game we played, what was it, Peachtree Ridge. That was an away game. We went over there and we beat them 42-0. So yeah, so that was good. So we was going in there confident. Then we had a championship against Archer. And I mean, we started off pretty well. I mean, but it just the game slipped. I mean, Archer's a great team. Shout out to them. I mean, they're really, really physical team. And I mean, I just think maybe we weren't really prepared for them. They outplayed us then. But but yeah, I mean, we kept fighting though, which I was really proud of my team. We were down, I believe 17-0, I believe, at half, and we came back, made it a game, but eventually they just took the. But it was a great season.
Got you. All right. So speaking of, obviously, talk about the great season. So tell me, Neev, why do you love the game? What part of the game do you love so much that you keep coming back and doing this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I love football. I mean, it's a lot like chess. I mean, I love the game of chess, and I would say it's also physical and the mental side of it, and reading defenses too. It's just really something that always keeps me going. I love that part of the game.
Well, so let's break it down just a little bit further. So I want to break down the chess part of it. So why is chess one of your favorite games, and how does it resemble that, you think?
So chess is one of my favorite games. I mean, I've grown up playing with it. I would always play it at school, even when I was younger. I mean, now I don't really do it as much just because I'm busy with football, school, track, all that stuff. But I mean, when I was younger, it's just a game I love to play with my peers and stuff. And I just feel like it resembles football is because you always have to use your mind. You have to always think 5-6 steps ahead. You have to always think about what's going to be your next move. And I feel like that's it translates to football very well.
And then speaking to stand on that mental part, how do you stay 5-6 plays ahead? Is that preparation? Is that watching film? How are you able to do that as a quarterback? A very integral part of obviously the team and a very important part of the team.
I would say definitely watching film. You got to come into the thing mentally prepared. And also chess, I mean, you can't really go into chess obviously mentally prepared. You can't watch film really on chess. I mean, maybe you can at the top level in that, but I would say just being able to adapt to things on the fly. Like chess, you got to adapt to things. They move their knight into a place that you don't want to, then you got to adapt. Just like in football, they roll that safety down, you got to adapt. Let's say you didn't see that on film, you just got to adapt. So I feel like that's something that really is how they're the same.
And then real quick before we move on, obviously academic piece of it. So obviously this offseason, how are you going to personally prepare for the upcoming season when you go off to the next level, whether that's freshman, JV, varsity, whatever you play next year? How are you going to prepare for the mental part so that you're prepared when your opportunity comes?
I'm going to prepare by taking it one step at a time, just working really hard, watching film on our opponents, obviously training, getting the weight room, and just perfecting my craft with my QB coaches too.
Got you. And then let's talk about the academic part of it. Why are academics so important to you? Why is that a valuable component of what you do?
They're really the foundation for my future because academics can take you you can use your academics, you can use your mind your whole life. You can't play ball your whole life. I mean, I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't. So I would say just really setting the foundation for my future is really why academics are important too.
What I think I've asked you before, but what was your favorite obviously subject in when you're going through school and
Mhm.
then I was talking about it being kind of the foundation for you. So what are some key things you've learned maybe in academics?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can use like I mean, so some subjects like I'm not trying to diss any subjects, but like some subjects you're not going to use like history. I don't see really how you can use that unless you're going to become like a historian or something. But I would say like definitely math. Like you can definitely use that like as you get older, like college and all that stuff. So I really think like that really is important. So I really always try to study. I mean, all my subjects I study, but I mean, that one really try to.
And then real quick, last thing on academics before we move on. So I just want to ask when you're going to the next level, what do you plan to take? I mean, I know you're going to be obviously full-time athlete. You're going to be doing
Mhm.
school. You're going to be taking AP, IB. Like, how do you plan dual enrollment? How do you plan to kind of make sure you're ready academically wise as you progress?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna take all honors classes. Maybe some AP classes if I feel like I'm ready for them. I want to put like I definitely want to challenge myself. I don't want to put like too much stress on myself with athletics and all that stuff. But I think I'm definitely gonna take like I'm taking algebra 1 right now in 8th grade. So I think I'm gonna take geometry next year as a freshman.
Last thing, for sure. Last thing, how do you balance both of those? You would say academics and being an athlete.
I'll say like academics always come first. So I think I'm definitely putting that as a priority, like doing that first, and then like treating football and like working out and stuff and getting better like as a reward.
I like that. Okay. Well said. Well, all right, brother. I know you want to draw something up for us today. So
Most
I'm
definitely.
going to pick your brain and I want you to teach me things. So look, I'm going to let you drop your favorite play, Neve, and then I'm going to ask you about maybe a coverage or two, and then I want to pick your brain on how you would break it down. Okay.
All right, sounds good. All right.
Cool, man.
All
All
right, you
right,
can
y'all.
see that right there.
Yep. I'm
All
going to go
right.
ahead and blow you up.
All right. So right here, what I basically drew up is like the formation. We're in doubles right now, so I just want to write double as a formation and coverage. I mean, as you can see, I drew it. We got two high safeties, middle field open. They're dropped to their corners dropping. Mike taking their responsibility, Will and Sam, and then they got 4-3 box. So coverage, I'm gonna write cover 4. And then play, what North Gwinnett calls it is dog diamond, but it's essentially it's called like a Mills concept. So play outright play Mills. So how it starts is basically X has basically the option route. So if he's off, he can run a hitch, but if he's pressed, he's gonna go. So just send him on a hitch since it's cover 4 and he's gonna be off. Send him on a hitch there. Then we got the H. He's gonna run a shallow route about 5 yards. Then sell 5 across the field. Then we're gonna have Y on a 10 to 12 yard dig, inside releasing to the Sam over. And we're gonna have Z running a 12 to 15 yard skinny post. We on safety. So right here it's called dog diamond, basically Mills right here. And we're gonna send it back. We're gonna see if there's any blitz. If that might come stay, but if there's no blitz, then I'm gonna send them on a swim route. So I'll say that's my favorite play, especially against cover 4, because cover 4, you guys middle field open, you can definitely throw that post. So as long as that safety stays flat footed or drives on a dig, I can throw that post at the top.
Do me a favor, Neve. Bring your computer up just a little bit because it is a little hard to see. I want
Yeah.
people to see you break it down. Yeah, come up just a little bit. Yeah, make sure. Okay, so obviously you broke down the different ways to obviously do that cover 4. So, and for those that don't know at home, break down what is cover 4.
Yeah, so cover 4 is a 2 high safety where the corner, free safety, strong safety, and the field corner all have 4 to the field. And it's usually, I mean, you can run it like a three-man front or 4-man front. Right here is a 4-man even front right here.
Got you. And then obviously just explain one more time what is the Z doing on this play and what is the X doing?
So the Z is having a 12 to 15 yard skinny post. So he's attacking that safety's hips and he's going straight up the field. As opposed to in the X it's really option route. He's backside, so since the corner is off, like 7 to 9 yards off, which is in cover 4, he's gonna run a hitch just because he's off. And I could take that if I like it, but right here, let's say the down and distance is 3rd and 12. Like obviously, I mean a hitch isn't gonna be my best friend on that. So I would want to read this side of the field.
So let me ask you this, Neve. Off of this play, let's say that safety, that deep safety is going to follow that Z. You got to kind of layer the football where, over that backer, as you said, that Mike, but before it hits the safety, how would you layer the football there?
Oh, are you talking about throwing the post or throwing the dig?
Throwing the post.
Post. So I'll probably throw like a 2 ball. So I'll throw it like in front of the safety, but I make sure that Mike doesn't drop to get. I mean, it's gonna be hard for that Mike just because that where he's at, he's probably at like 7, 8 yards, and the post is way behind him. So I'll probably throw like a 2 ball, make sure put it in his front, take a quick 3-step drop, hitch up, and throw it, put it in front.
All right. 2 more questions. I want to ask about cover 3. This is obviously cover 4. You show how to break it down. Your favorite play. How would you break a cover 3?
So cover 3, obviously like one high safety, middle field closed. So you're not gonna want the post probably or the dig. I mean, you could theoretically, but I mean that safety is gonna be in the way. Mike is gonna be in the way. Safety is gonna be in the way of the post, and the Mike's gonna be in the way of the dig. So what I would probably do is I would probably read backside the hitch. I mean, it's just quick yards, but let's say it's third down. You really like that shallow route to the flats because that corner is dropping, that Sam's going hook to curl. So you can throw that shallow route, put it in front, but make sure you keep your eyes down the middle of the field so you don't throw a pick.
Got you. Last question. We're done with the board. All right. Another scenario: all out blitz, cover 0. They're blitzing you. It's like eight up at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to check out obviously the will is going to go back into coverage, and the safety is going to bail too. So basically, you're going to have 6, but they're giving you 8-man look that they're going to blitz you. What do you do there?
I'm throwing that swing, taking 1 step, throwing that swing.
Got you. No hesitation.
No hesitation. No, it can't because you're getting sacked. Especially that's what I'm working on. He's getting the ball out fast. I mean, at high school, there's gonna be like a lot of dudes that can make plays. So I'm gonna have to get that, trust my back, get out to him, and let him do the rest.
All right, great job, Neev. Anything else you want to explain to the people before we get off the board?
No. I think we got everything.
All right, cool, man. As y'all guys can see, that is Neev breaking it down, man. I love this session. I learned some things from him as well. All right, so obviously that's your mental part of it. So we talked about obviously how to break down different coverages that you'll see obviously at the next level. So talk real quick before I let you go just about the relationship that is going to be very important for you to build with not just your offensive coordinator, but also your QB coach as you kind of continue to develop.
Yeah, so I think like relationships got to be like the number one important thing because like relationships determine like probably like whether you play or not, what plays like he calls for you and stuff. So I think definitely just building a relationship is very important. I think that's something that I think definitely need to do over the offseason.
For sure. As you get acclimated, just real quick, how many people are going to be follow obviously kids that you play with youth ball? How many going to still be going with you to North Gwinnett? And then how do you plan to just kind of acclimate yourself with some of the new receivers you may be throwing to? Will you be throwing with them in the summer? How do you plan to kind of do that process?
Yeah, so starting January, I think I'm definitely going to get out and get the receivers from the high school, start working with them. And obviously, like the kids in 8th grade right now, like all my friends and stuff, I'm definitely going to keep working with them. I mean, I know some kids are transferring, some kids are going to Ridge, some kids are going to Conceal. But I think majority of the kids, especially like the good ones, are going to be at North next year.
All right, last couple before let's go, Neev. For you personally, obviously, what's your next step? We know you obviously are really good on the track. Will you be running track? Or are you going to focus more on football in the spring when January hits? What's kind of your plan now that the season's over, about to hit Christmas, New Year's? What's your plan for the new year and obviously training to get ready for next year?
So I'm definitely going to run track. I mean, who I'm still thinking about who, but I'm most probably going to run indoor and outdoor track.
Got it. And then what are you most excited for? I would say like next year and obviously taking that next step in your career.
I'm just excited. I'm excited to just be in high school. Have the opportunity to hopefully get on the field of varsity. I mean, that's my number one goal.
All right, number one goal. Last thing, as now the chapter is closed, what will you remember most about youth ball, playing middle school ball, going through obviously the youth ball before you got to prep level? What will you remember the most?
I would say definitely like the relationships I built with everybody like throughout the years from Mount Vernon to North Gwinnett, just all the guys that I've gotten the opportunity to work with and coach by. Definitely.
Which coach was most influential for you?
Ooh, that's tough. I gotta go with one of my Mount Vernon coaches, Coach Brown. Shout out to him, definitely. He helped me like develop as a player and develop like my mental game too, like not get too like stay composed, stay poised throughout the game too. I would say definitely got shout out him.
Got you. All right, Neev, before I let you go, any last words you want to say? How can the people follow you? How can they continue to document your journey?
Yeah, definitely. Please follow my Twitter and Instagram. My Twitter is at At Neev Bohlken QB1, right? Hold on, right here.
Yeah,
Follow
so
me. Follow me.
hold
Everybody
on.
follow
I'm
me.
gonna blow you up.
All right.
There y'all go. Smooth.
Yeah, everybody follow me. Follow my IG too. But yeah, no, I appreciate you. Appreciate you letting me do this. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Anytime, man. Look, when you go to high school, I know you're gonna have a huddle, man. Let's do it again, and then we can break it down
Definitely.
together. And then just say kind of how you process and what you see, because I do those all the time. So when you get to high school, let's stay in contact and touch, and let's do it again.
We'll do. Bet. Sounds good. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir, my guy. All right, man. Neev Bohlken, name to watch, man. Obviously next year for North Gwinnett, looking to play varsity. I think he's a lock for JV next year, man. But y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have him back on the show sometime soon, man. So that's all we got for today. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.